Doesn't sound like hillbilly music. All right, let's fix that. Let's fix that here. That's a good point. Hold on a minute. I'm going to delay my coffee to fix this faux pas here. Let's see. The hell is that? Let's see. There we go. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Once I was on old Rocky Top, Rocky. You're good old Rocky Top, home sweet home to me. How you doing, Vegas Fixin'? Yujiro Hama, Semper Fi, my friend. Clancy, Jen. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Yeah. And good late morning, everybody. Yeah, I got my Daisy Dukes. I felt kind of hillbilly today. I don't have my straw hat on. And good morning to all you, Jasmine. How are you? Yeah, bend over the chair, Rosie. We might get a shot later on. I don't know. Nice to see you all this morning. Just well, nice. Come on to the thought of the day. Well, I like to give people a chance to gather just well. That's what I like to do. And I like to give the haters a chance to come in and thumbs down. And for those of you who do appreciate and enjoy, it'd be nice if you hit that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. Show a little love. Doesn't cost a dime. How you doing, Oda Mae Brown? Love you guys to hit that thumbs up out there. So hope everybody's having a good day today. Best for business, baby. What is best for business? And let's separate YouTube business from real life business. The first thing I need to do is I need to thank, how you doing, Bella? I need to thank Mallery Williams. She sent me this wonderful pin. It's called Rosie O'Kelly, and it's called Chooch Patrol. Keep on chooching, my friend, from Mallery Williams. Isn't that nice on there? Thank you all for hitting that thumbs up, and really appreciate that. Make sure I'm just barely contained. This thing is under tremendous pressure this time. It's under a hell of a lot of pressure, guys. It's like 80 pounds per square inch. This baby is best for business, baby. Yeah, that's fine. Just well, I try to put some. I try to put a little music in the beginning. I don't. Can you believe it? Woo, Mallery, click that right on there. See if I wear it here, and I'll say, "Are you staring at my badge, or what the hell are you looking at over there?" The official choocher. It looks so official, huh? Kind of nice. So thank you, Mallery. And if you've not subscribed to her, I'll ask Oda Mae to link up her channel in the side chat there. Give her a shout out. Semper Chuchin. That's it. Get a lanyard. Yeah, get a lanyard there. Really sweet of her. And I have a lanyard, of course, from my official press pass, which has held me in good stead. Those of you who were in Oakland with me last week will know I went up on the scene. You know, the cops adopt a different attitude if you are on the press. So it's nice. Yeah. I'm doing great these days. I've had chats. I had chats in early June where I had like 33 thumbs up and 280 thumbs down. So life is turning around. I mean, it's a wonderful thing. You know, give the hater trolls a chance to open up their other 20 or 30 accounts and thumbs down it. So yeah, you like the hillbilly hair, today. So it's Mallery is actually the way you spell her name. So thank you guys for the thumbs up. Nice to see a balance in here, because we know even when they hate you, they're still tuning in and watching you, right? Who did I learn that on? Hey, Mouse Toes, nice to see you, honey. There's Mallory's channel in there. That's what I'm saying. Haters gonna hate. Give it a Catherine Bach. There we go today. Christina, how are you? Yeah, I need pigtails. Then I look like I'm in a Little Debbie. the Wendy's girl. Just a couple of things. I will be baking tonight. I'm going to be making a cinnamon walnut coffee cake. And then so I did have some requests, so that'll be fun. That'll be 8 p.m. on the West Coast, which will be 11 on the East Coast. I used to start at midnight. People are like, I don't want to do that. Yeah, Narce's the last one you subbed to. He's funny. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Yujiro. It never in my life has it ever moved my needle. Like I said, I came on January 3rd, 2013. And while I was setting up my YouTube account, they gave you a choice, various menus within the settings that you could have. And one of them was, would you like your thumbs up and thumbs down to show? And I thought, oh, what the hell, you know, who cares, right? Just do it, baby. Never moves my needle, really, to, and I never changed that setting ever since, because the longer you're around, the more you realize that you're going to generate people. They don't even know you. They may be subject to misinformation. They be subjected to biases, LGBT biases, and it's fine. You know, LGBTQRSTUVWXYZ, whatever biases that they had. Hey, we see you. How are you? Nice to see you. How you doing? Well, you know, that was back in January. I think that was back in January. Sipping a bud. This is, what day is this, guy? This is day 17 for me of no alcohol. So I'm still strong. I'm still strong. Yeah, that's true, Patreon Fire. A lot have turned them off. Carl Brook and Elvis never. Well, Elvis would turn his on and off over time, you know, depending on how the winds blow. Thank you, Shauna. And I don't play that game. You know, in YouTube's village, a view is a view is a view. You're bringing people in, and obviously there's been a lot of growth. There's been a lot of viewership, but I will be baking. I'll get to that in a minute. Hey, Barbie girl, how are you? And I guess, Barbie girl, we got so many Barbies. Are you the one that Elvis was... let me go to your channel for a minute, honey. I got Vegas Barbie. I got a zillion Barbies on YouTube. Let me go to your channel for a minute here. Let me see what I got here. Oh, okay. So you're the real deal, honey. I am subbed up. Okay. Okay. So I got you now. All right. So there we go. Oh, you love Elvis. Oh, my goodness. Well, I guess if you love Elvis, you love me. So there we go on that. So we're kind of a tandem team. Papa Grizz, how are you doing? Hey, yeah, that is the Barbie girl. So I just subbed you up on his recommendation to sub you. How you doing, Grizz? And it looks like you are a content creator, which is cool. You know, I don't think you're ever going to really, I want to say, you can grow in positive ways And, you know, I think of like Peter McKinnon. I don't know if any of you know Peter McKinnon. He lives up in the Toronto area. In 1 year, he went from 0 to 1 million subscribers in 1 year. It's almost, I mean, it's you know, because he's a very gifted videographer, photographer. And he's also a hell of an editor too. And he also has, having worked in a camera store for many, 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 many years, he learned you absorb like a sponge. Hey, Smooth, you absorb like a sponge the things that are going. That's right, Smooth. Who don't like Rosie, right? But you absorb like a sponge. So when he started putting up content, and I think his first one was, you know, 5 hacks in 1 minute for doing better videos. How you doing, Mallory? I just gave you a shout out and a channel link at the beginning. Thank you for the wonderful Chooch Patrol there. Thank you, honey. Yeah, beautiful. Very thoughtful, Mallory. Thank you. Love it. And I like the center. Keep on chooching, my friend Mallory Williams, and I do consider her a friend. Who doesn't love the Road Track 210? You got that right. You got that right, Marshall. Well, I like to see that 210 parked right in the driveway there on the road. I did show my rig. Some of you have never seen that before. That's a rig that went 7,636 miles in 17 days without a flaw in it. Without a flaw. Thank you, Barbie girl. Woo! Barbie girl lighting it up today. Let's give, yeah, I'd love to join her her panel show. And let's give a link to Barbie girl's channel on here. Thank you, Barbie girl. She's right in the thick. Yeah, it's a very nice novelty. I love that. So, yeah, 20. Thank you very much, Barbie. Very sweet of you. Indeed. So I will be baking tonight, doing that cinnamon walnut coffee cake by request. Yeah, let's give Barbie a big woo. Very nice, very sweet girl. I've seen her in the various chats. What you doing, George? Hey, Hal. Thank you, sweetie. Yeah, and if you could ask Oda May, I think you're my solo mod in here. If you could repost Mallory's. There's Barbie girl's channel. She certainly jumped into the thick of things. Support Barbie and bring. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, she's already. I'm going to have a late panel tonight, Marshall. Of course, everybody is welcome as long as they're, you know, not doing crazy crap on there. Anybody's welcome to come on the panel. Friday nights is a good night to let loose. Early Saturday morning. It's kind of a late show. It's a more adult crowd. No, there'll be no afternoon hood chooching today. You need your address to send the cake to, huh? That's funny. Oh, she's a fellow Chicagoan. How awesome. Well, maybe I'll have a chance, Barbie. I'm going to be in Chicago. Going to go through Des Moines and then into Chicago and then up through Michigan and hopefully across to Canada to meet up with Norm. Thank you, Brisby. I appreciate that. Good morning, Cupcake. Nice to see you. Berg, absolutely, Yujiro. Hey, yay, Monique is here rearranging the craft room. Nice to see you, honey. Welcome aboard. I was in a Daisy Dukes kind of mood today. So once again, thank you, Mallory, for the wonderful pin. Isn't that beautiful? Rosie O'Kelly, Chooch Patrol. And I love on the back, keep on chooching, my friend, Mallory Williams. And I do consider her a friend. She shows what's possible here on YouTube. You know, because we've traversed great distances in our relationship over time, and I do consider her now near and dear to my heart as somebody that I want to. Thank you, Monique. It's somebody that I want to, where possible, be involved on the channel and be involved in the future. Hi, Colleen, with things like streamer houses, Las Vegas and all that kind of stuff. I think that she would be epic in those kind of things. And I think about the Piranha Club and how cool it would be to have her there. So yeah, I'm gonna be checking out Barbie's channel more and more. Marshall, checking out that. Yeah, I like it. Some days you just feel like a hillbilly. It's rainy. It's kind of nasty, but you feel like she's a German goddess. She's German. So, oh, awesome. Okay. What's going on, Nicole? How did the meetup go today? Nicole was meeting Sean, the Brit, and Phil. Let's see how that went. How you doing, Cheryl? Nice to see you. I hope that meetup went good. The fact that she's throwing me a heart means that things probably went pretty well, and that's very exciting whenever you meet people in person. It puts a whole new spin. It puts a whole new spin on relationship. Puts a whole new spin. Thank you, Vinny. Trying to keep it upbeat here today, at least on my channel. Really good. Just got home and had a wonderful. I knew you would have a wonderful time. You do miss riding. So tonight I'm going to be baking, and then later on, I think about 10 o'clock, I will have a open panel chat, and we'll go till whenever on that. So day 17 of no drinking for me. So I'm still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. Yeah, I'm happy that the meetup went well. And Colleen, I'm looking forward to your motorcycle video. That'd be really cool to see that. What else? Tomorrow, going to be down in Oakland. I've kind of saved, the further south you go on International Boulevard in Oakland, the further southeast you go, the more rough it becomes. And last time, I could sort of sense that Narce was, not only because he'd walked about 3 miles, 2.5, 3 miles that day, but I could tell that Robert wasn't real happy about being out there. So I will be, thank you, Granny, I will be out there tomorrow running, starting at 65th. Hopefully I'll make it up to 95th Street down there. It's, we go from the industrial back to the, we have very multicultural neighborhoods, which I like, but I'm just going to have to watch my P's and Q's. Yeah, did you kick Sean in that? Yeah, you look great today. You look good today. Yeah, I'm glad you had a wonderful meetup. So that's coming tomorrow too. I'm looking forward to that. And if you're in here and feel like giving a thumbs up, please do so. Thank you. Balance off the 3 or 4 people that have their 8 channels thumbing down. Be nice to do that. Thank you. Visitors on the Rancho, people often write and say, is it okay if people come and visit the Rancho? And of course, the answer is usually yes. We've had Narce here. We will have Mr. Z here next month. That should be a really good time. Mr. Z is great. I'm doing good, Vinny. I really enjoyed you wheeling around on the kangaroo run and all that. Thank you. Awesome, awesome content. People are welcome. I think I have D-Dub and Flyboy Glenn will be coming up to the area. Going to try to meet up with them for lunch. And then Mr. Z comes in, Sean. And I'm always welcome to do that. Now, when I'm not here, it's kind of a different story. When I'm not here, Missy Jenn is a different person. And her ideas of, she likes her privacy. She's a much more introverted person than I am. And she's not really into the whole visitor meet and greet. She's very friendly when we meet together. She's an awesome hostess. She goes out of her way, we both do, to try to make people feel welcome on the Rancho. But if I'm not here on the Rancho, the answer really has to be, we're not really open for visitors at that time, just because, for safety and security reasons here. Yeah, when the cat's away, the mice will play. I know that, Vinny. For security reason, really prefer not to when I'm here. And once I start heavy travel in May, then it'll be about 30% of my time will be here and 70% of my time will be on the road. So yeah, I hope to meet all. I'm coming through Chicago, honey. That's gonna be June. And then I have to try to catch up with the chairman of the board in Marshall, wherever they are in Canada, to see what's going on up there. But I'm very interested in the food scene. Melton, what's am I say? Melton, yeah, I think I'm coming through in June, Cupcake. I think I'm coming through in June. I think I will take a place in Chicago for a couple weeks, like an Airbnb or something, or I don't know. A lot of people have said your birthday. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Let's see. I'm also on my way as a landscaper. While you're gone, we'll barter labor and we'll shack up in the Shine Shack. There you go, Emil. You're looking for a battlefield. TBD stated. We'd have a meetup there. That's funny. Yeah, so just saying, I'm happy to see you, Barbie, and come out there. I wouldn't impose. I feel like a lot of people have said, Rosie, please, you know, I mean, I don't know whether it's insulting or not. They're like, Rosie, you're such a low rider. You should be, not that there's anything wrong with it, but you should be staying in hostels and things of that nature when you're traveling. Well, I don't want to get ripped off. I got to be able to park a van and all that. But it's an interesting thought to do the hostel thing and try to be a low rider. I am doing this deal in the van that I have. I do not like what I see in the marketplace right now in terms of RVs. The selection is terrible. The prices for Class B RVs are through the roof. They're ridiculous. You know, they have these 1983 Coachman camper vans that they want $5,000–7,000 for that look like wrecks. Let's see. Colleen said, my daughter's moving back to Cali, so I may come to the mainland. Well, you're always welcome to come here. Yeah, it's because people don't want to tell you you're cheap. That's right, Cupcake. Anyone dropping hundreds of dollars in donations here gets a custom title like chairman of the board. I've got the ProMaster the way I want it. I'm going to do a video it'll be for Tuesday. I think that'll be coming up. It'll be showing what I've done, what I have on the inside. It'll be showing you functionality of what I travel with, what I've learned not to take with me. And I will be doing some boondocking in and around the area, generally Tuesday nights over into Wednesdays. And they're a lot of fun. Do the cooking, set up the camp stove. I like to go, you know, Marshall gives me a hard time. I like to go down to Point Reyes Station, which is a beautiful place down on Tamales Bay in Marin County. It's just a lovely place to go. Yeah, Mallery said hostels are much cuter when you're between 16 and 24. Adults need a better mattress. And yet, most of the people that are staying at hostels these days, according to the research, are older people. So it's very interesting. And you can, you know, I like to be in a setup where you're with 8 people, right? And the whole jam and ram and jam and thing, but your video opportunities aren't really there. You have to protect privacy. That'd be cool, Dusty. Vinny says, did you see an interview with my former labor come stripper live from the job site? No, is it still up, Vinny, or did you take it down? I will check it out. I've enjoyed your kangaroo choo-choos. What the hell is a hostel? There's a whole network, Francis. Maybe Oda May can help me here. Hostel America, I think it's called. Let's see. Let me just see. Yeah, it's called like they have Ameri Backpackers, USA Hostels, and they run like, you know, they're kind of like USA Hostels in San Francisco, $71, 64 in Sacramento. That's better than $150 for a night. They have Hostel World. Yeah. And there's all kinds of websites. And then if you want to work there or do some labor, sometimes they will reduce the price too. Best choice for your America is save 10%. What is American Hostels? Spend less on your bed. The big fear is getting ripped off. That's the real thing. And here's the Mythbusters. The number one myth of hostels are full of creepy weirdos who might steal your stuff. Really? I would amaze like bed bugs make it a no-go. The reality is hostels are full of interesting travelers who want to explore the world just like you. But for your peace of mind, our hostels offer lockers for you to secure your valuables. They also offer female-only dorms. That should be interesting. Hi, ladies. Myth. Hostels are dirty, old, and cramped. Our hostels are squeaky clean and comfortable. The staff are vigilant, checking at least twice a day to make sure you have a comfortable stay. See, I'm a people person. I was watching Mallery's stream this morning, and she said, Tasha's like, they made a movie about him. I'll never stay. I was watching, I don't know, everyone thinks they're creepy. Kitten cats immediately giving the thumbs down. But, you know, I'm a people person. Mallery was out on her coffee chat this morning. And she was like, there were some guys over in the boat over there. She's like, well, Rosie would go over and talk to them. And I would, you know, because I'm a nosy person and I'm very interested in other people's lives. And I like to engage people. So to be in a situation to stay at a hostel, remember, you got to be respectful for people. It's not like you can do a IRL stream 24/7. Oh, actually, I think you staying in a female dorm is kind of creepy. Well, I mean, I'm well behaved. It's yeah. She's like, I knew you would talk to those boats. I'm a curious person. There we go. Cupcake said you can boondock in my backyard. Cupcake, not to dox you, honey. How far are you from Metro Chicago? Are you? I can't remember whether you're up. I know you went up to Milwaukee with Donnie. I'm trying to remember. Hey, Punky. Traveled Europe and stayed in hostels. Some were great, some were not so, but very, very few were concerning. Okay, Punky, thank you. Made the trip. It make the trip more fun too, you know? Come out and do a hostel review. Yeah, no deflatable mattress on the floor sounds hospitable, right, Francis? Makes it more, I think so. Kitten cats it's got the creep factor in there. I just think it's interesting. I love to be around people. Like I say, when I first went out on my own, I was living in a boarding house. I mean, Bergs flipped out when I talked about life in a boarding house, but it's good training. Boarding houses were really a concept. Okay, I'll email you, Cupcake. Boarding houses were really a concept that went out in the early 80s, late 80s. They were virtually gone, but they were a real hallmark of American life, born out of Depression days. And also born out of days when women would be working solo and would want a safe place to stay, that maybe an elderly woman would offer her home for girls that didn't want to be staying in by themselves in apartments and all that. So, but that was good training, because you come down in the morning, there would be, you know, from 6 a.m. to 7:30, there'd be regular breakfast and it would be cleaned up. And then, you know, if you wanted a lunch, you could have a lunch made to take with you. And then at dinner time, you sat down and the old lady cooked for you. And you get to sit with 6 or 8, 10 other people around a big table. It was a pretty cool experience. Pretty cool experience. Can you sleep with one eye open? Yeah, the boarding houses were good for the days of the traveling salesman. I stayed in one in downtown Baltimore on, I guess it was Caroline Street down there. It was an amazing experience. Amazing experience. They're not all good. I mean, people will be fighting and breaking bottles over each other's heads too, but that's the life. Francis says, memory foam mattress is a better sleep zone. There you go. So hostels are a distinct possibility because remember, I don't have AC on the rig, so that makes it a different kind of story. Hey Harvey, how you doing? Says hi Rosie and all. Just got in from my mom's. Was searching for her 65-year-old wedding ring, but alas, it was stolen. Yeah, thank you, Cornell. Yeah, it's kind of under a lot of pressure. Yeah, I remember seeing some hostels in Hawaii. Best bookshelf speakers. I think that the Bose makes a good set of them, Bob. I think that makes a really good setup. But it's an interesting way to travel. It's something to consider. You join one of these hostel groups and you'll get 10% off you. Now, I've had this for quite a few years, Susie. I just never quite filled it out the way it's being filled out now. Yeah, top under pressure. Anyway, nice to see you, Cornell. Welcome aboard to you. Thanks for being along yesterday. No highs, no lows. Must be bows. That's it, Taja. Well, I don't know. I like the broad frequency ones. Thank you. Yeah, it can always be a little better, Harvey. I'm sorry about all the crap that you're going through. Good afternoon, Michelle. I hope you're happy being home from the hospital. Yeah, so sorry. Tested for tensile stress. There you go. Yeah, you have a beautiful table there, that big Italian table. If you haven't seen that, Harvey's video. Very sweet. Bose acoustic setup. I have the Bose cubes in the kitchen. I think I'll do, I haven't done a video for years on all of our audio video setup here and all of our internet wiring, hardwired, our hub and everything. Hello, hello, Wampy. All the setup that we have here on the Rancho. So let's see, that's covered off visitors on the Rancho, traveling, the van. So I'll try to keep the cost down on that. So best for business, baby. Yeah, yeah, sorry about that. Made it with the choo-choos. That's great. Tomorrow I will be down in Oakland. Having a good time. I think I'll be meeting up with Robert later on. I don't want to take anybody else into these you know, they're not real comfortable. So I'll probably meet up with him later tomorrow. See if he does Chinese like I enjoy doing Chinese. So best for business, baby. I was listening to Mallery's today, and I think that the concept that I'm getting in my head more and more is that what's best for business, you really have to decide amongst two things. You have to separate what's best for YouTube business and what's best for life. And there's a really big difference between those two. And I think the difference is as great as somebody that is out like a Hollywood star or something like that, and in no way, shape, or form, I'm just using an analogy here. The people come up sometimes and they think that you're exactly the way that you are if you're on a TV show. And, Larry Hagman used to get that, the guy that played J.R. Ewing on Dallas. And they would think that Larry Hagman was exactly, like, Larry, where's your 10-gallon hat, man? Where's your Cadillac with the bull horns? And it would drive him crazy. Hey, Princess Fairy. It would really drive him nuts to the point he lost himself and just ended up being more and more of a drinker. Got lost in his whole persona there. What is the speaker next to the fireplace? It's a set of it's a set of JBL James B. Lansing 1962's LA. So yeah, it was the same guy as I Dream of Jeannie. Now you can imagine, and I think I'm pretty much the same. I think I'm kind of a rarity. That I really am, and the people that have met me in person will tell you I'm pretty much the same. Hey, Anna, I'm pretty much the same person in person as you see on YouTube videos. There's not, and that's the beauty of YouTube, is that you come on as your real self, so you never really have to adopt a role. But some people do adopt a role. Yujiro Hama said the kid who played Harry Potter's rival in the movies would get accosted in public. Exactly. But there is a feeling of YouTube is a business. And with this, I agree with Marshall about this concept of YouTube being a business. Because I think when they sit around at Google headquarters and they have the meetings with YouTube executives, Susan, whatever her name is, that's the leader of YouTube, I really wonder, I'd love to be a fly on the wall for some of those meetings to hear what they discuss in there about YouTube and the directions that they go, because there's street level life and then there's YouTube life. And sometimes I get the concept that for public consumption, YouTube wants to put out one view that we're great corporate citizens, and they'll cherry pick a few people for content creators that matter, or hashtag content creators that for change. Some other organization, they'll cherry pick some good stuff. But let's be real about stuff. What sells and what draws people on YouTube are two distinct things. People that bring a tremendous amount of content and personalities that generate a lot of controversy. And my conclusion was that YouTube, anytime YouTube wanted, they could make YouTube mirror real life. But it's not best for business. They love controversial people. They love people that are doing outlandish things, to the point that people get killed. And I'm not speaking of myself, because I'm city born, raised. The streets of urban ghettos and things aren't foreign to me, but I'm thinking about people that go out there and do crazy ass stunts. How you doing, Norm? That's right. It's good exposure that intrigues the mind. How about the guy that was out at the Utah, the Arch Monument? And he saw a daredevil that would jump off the top of the arch. And remember, the arch is like, I don't know, 10 stories, 150 feet. How you doing, East Coast lady? Thank you. He would jump off of that daredevil and he would swing through the arch. Well, a YouTuber had the idea that he was going to jump off that arch and duplicate that feat. Well, the big problem that he made. Hey, Narse, how you doing? Mr. Z is going to be visiting. The big mistake that this guy made, he made his rope way too long. So when he went to jump off, he didn't swing through the air. He hit the rock below him at some velocity that you can calculate using the formula 1/2 mv squared, 1/2 the mass times the velocity squared, the force of impact that he had. He died. That's right. BTB said, YouTube is not our keepers. We are all responsible for our own actions in real life and YouTube. But YouTube does know that there are people out there that will do really life-threatening things, like the Chinese guy that was a high walker, building walker. The people that go out on the cranes, construction cranes on top of 110-story buildings in Shanghai up to the tip. The poor Chinese guy who would hang off the side of the building and do pull-ups until he encountered one that had a very slick and polished side on it. Well, guess what? He dropped to his death. These people are just, this is what's best for business. Some idiot in Romania up on top of a 283-foot smokestack with a little metal thing across the top of it, about 20 feet across on the top, and he's riding his unicycle across it. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Nice to see you, my chooching buddy. So, at any time YouTube wanted to square with real life and say, hey, if you're trespassing, you're automatically getting a strike. If you do dangerous stunts, you're automatically getting a strike. But things like that are best for business. And you wonder when you go to these YouTube meetings, everybody's gonna, and this would probably drive somebody like Mallery Williams out of her skull. You can imagine Mallery in a meeting at YouTube where they put out the guidebooks for 2019 and say, we're going to be better corporate citizens. We're going to clean up YouTube. And Mallery would be, look, you got people killing yourselves out there. Really? Are we gonna really bullshit ourselves? Until you make YouTube like real life, people are going to always be encouraged to explore the margins because it's what's best for business. And that's the reality of it. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Nice to see you. That is the same Robert we met on the Chooch. Now, you know damn well that at those meetings, it would drive Mallery nuts because we got to give lip service to making YouTube a safe and fun place for creators. And you got people that are doing high walks, jumping, building jumpers. God, I don't know, people going across flaming pits on unicycles. That's right, Dusty. We all do. Yeah, it's all for the corporation, Norm. It's like, you know, you could imagine a Mallery sitting in a meeting saying, well, are we done? Are we ready to climb off our high horses now? Let's get down to real business. Which of the antics are we going to be pumping for 2020? And everybody'd be like, it'd be like, man, you know, tell the corporate secretary, please strike that from the meeting notes. I mean, let's be real. Let's be real. So I think to myself, when Marshall says that, you know, I'm best for business and he's best for, there's a truth to that. Like I said, you're either out there creating real rock hard content, not just me, but tons of people. Peter McKinnon's, Casey Neistat's, tons of people. I'm like Sandlot baseball compared to these people, but it's street level fun content. Or you're a persona, or you're both. You embody both in that. And I think sometimes it drives people nuts when you look at that and they say, how can people support that? How can people embrace that? How can people possibly have a feel-good factor for contributing or tipping or donating to something like that? Because to each of us, the values of entertainment follow more closely to YouTube's than in real life. I tuned in the 1970s to see some knucklehead called Evel Knievel attempt to jump the Snake River Canyon and attempt to jump, I don't know, 25 or 30 tour buses in Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas. I mean, I tune in to watch. I used to pray that Muhammad Ali would get his block knocked off when I was young. I mean, there was even a guy on the wide world of sports, and God is my witness, that would catch a bullet in his teeth on the wide world of sports. He sat at one corner of a boxing ring in a chair with a plexiglass screen in front of him. And a guy at the other corner of the ring fired a gun, went through the glass, and this guy caught it in his teeth. Yeah. That's right. Exactly right, Norm. Fellow graduate from my college, Jim McKay, would sit there and host week after week. The thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. And I tell you, I saw some really weird shit that would not make it on TV today. Norm, this is for you. Hello again, everyone. Howard Cosell, speaking of sports. It was a big night in Manila. Frazier had Ali backed against the ropes, but the champ came through in the 15th round, sustained the blows, and went on to carry the night. I've seen many boxing pugilistic competitions in my life, but last night ranks as one of the biggest spectacles I will ever remember. Right, there's no. Yeah, I'm just thinking life used to be a lot better. You know, life got sanitized. You like that, huh? Yeah, he was a New Yorker. He was Muhammad Ali's attorney. Yeah, you like that. He used to have a segment every day. Howard, hello everyone. Howard Cosell, speaking of sports. And it was fun stuff. You know, he got in trouble. You know, he made a racist, what was interpreted as a racist comment on Monday Night Football, and his ass was cooked, and that was it. You know, I don't agree with doing racist stuff, that's for sure, but I'm saying the world had a lot more give and take back then. It had a lot more, you know, I guess if you were on the underside, it wasn't real cool, which I get. That's right. It's, yeah, smart enough not to jump cars on a motorcycle. right? Exactly. So I just think sometimes people bring real life onto YouTube and they become appalled. They become shocked at what they see on YouTube. Some people, I think I'm one, I live my life. It's shocking to some people, but I don't juice it. It evolves, but I don't fight to be controversial. And some people want to develop the persona and be controversial. There's just two ends of the same piece of candy. And I understand, I guess I'm saying I understand why people feel frustrated. But I can tell you, when YouTube sits down at their meetings, in their corporate meetings, and their planning sessions, and their business development and New Frontiers committees sit down, you know they're talking about growing viewership and trying to hit as many notes as possible and still incorporating as much crazy stuff as possible. And now their beautiful outlet is that they don't have to monetize it. But yet you still have people go out there and do the same crazy stuff, whether they get paid or not, because they're trying to use that platform to make a name for themselves. How you doing, Hondo? What's going on? Oh, on a Harley Davidson. There you go, Dusty. That'd be pretty fun. Thank you. It's yeah, Polly said crazy stuff going on in the crime and drama. Hey, JJ, thank you, honey. Yeah, Gaslight was a movie that starred can't remember what the hell was I don't know, pretty famous actress. Her name just escapes my mind right now. She was really big in the 1950s, and they wanted to try to make her think that she was gone out of her mind. Green tea and honey. Oh, okay. Will do, Andrew. Harvey, yeah, getting fed up of it all. Gaslight, it was what the hell was that actress's name? Not Rita Hayworth. Ingrid Bergman. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Ingrid Bergman was in that. And the whole premise was that they wanted to make her think she was gone out of her mind. What do you think? Cornell says, Tasha, you think Rosie will be free speech free in the next few months? What does that mean? Controlled? Yeah, Charles Boyer, thank you, and Ingrid Bergman. Yeah, Charles Boyer. I don't even understand the question, Cornell. How you doing, Gina Smith? Nice to see you, honey. Yeah, Dr. Phil can cash in on Boyd. Look, we're all touched by it. To be a content creator down here, almost by definition, and some people have a much greater comfort level with it than others, you're out there. You're out there in the YouTube eye, and eventually you sort of bleed over to the real world and doing what I do. You get stream sniped by Robert and Sarah. And it's inevitable. Unless you have a personality that's engaging and trusting, then it's not the place for you. Tired? Okay, you just go with the flow. There you go. Yeah, she was married to, yeah. Have a good day, Michelle. The heyday of Hollywood. I think my favorite actress of all time was Rita Hayworth. I think that she was stunning. One guy gaslit his neighborhood by putting gas in his car every day. The neighbor never had to go to the gas station. It went crazy. Yeah, there's different levels of craziness, but all of it acts as a magnet that gathers more people in over time. It's just the nature of things. So, yeah, Joan Crawford, Betty Davis. So when I was watching Mallery, and she was like, it's just strange that people come along and they do such outsized, magnanimous things. To which I've said, and I've said several times, we never really know everything that there is to know about a person on YouTube, much less off of YouTube. So to Mallery, she had seen sometimes that I would say, hey, don't give any more. But I thought to myself about that, I do a lot of things through the year for charities. And at the end of the day, you can't really control other people's ideas of what they enjoy. So, of course, am I happy I'm the beneficiary of that? Of course I am. Do I think it's changed the format of what I'm doing? No, not one bit. Because I think to myself, well, Rosie, for 5.5 years, 6 years, you went with the flow with just whatever recompense YouTube gave was great. The little bits here and there. To me, it's been a nice thing. It's been a nicer way that people can stand up and say, hey, I enjoy your content. And I've really liked that. How you doing, Beryl? But I've always said, too, that everybody is always welcome on my chats no matter what. It's not money driven. Days of the Boy. There you go, Johnny Wad. Yeah, Vicky said it's interesting to me to see some people in this hangout pretending to be Rosie's friend when they were just on another hangout bashing her. I think it's just the nature of life. Some people are absorbed with. They just get. There's jealousy down here. There's rage down here, and it's a part of life. Shooting the gun videos was good for business, and Elvis trying it. Well, I enjoy the guns. I may take him out this May, not him, but may take some guns over there to do a little shooting. So, Robert, I don't know if you're going to see me down there. You can follow me on the stream if you care to take off when I'm done and heading out at the end of the Oakland stream. You're certainly welcome. Hello, Polvo. No, that's what I like. I like Vicky. Vicky, I like people that are square up with you. It's one of the reasons I kind of admire Mallery. Thank you, JK. Yeah, if you don't shoot them, you lose them. I know, Andrew. I'm very intensely aware of that in California. Yeah, jealousy is the worst. Yeah, I'm thick-skinned, Dan, and nothing moves me off of my thing. Especially the people that marginalize you and try to claim that you left all these friends behind, when in reality, the left behind is, you count them on less than one hand. Let's see. Will you stop live hangouts? Free speech is restricted by you. Will you stop live hangouts if free speech? Well, what do you mean? Like I don't think that my speech is, I don't think I restrict anybody ever on my chats. I mean, Mike Frederick went off on Norm last night. And I think one of my moderators had to put him into a timeout. I mean, I'm not here to have people get harassed on the channel. Yeah, I don't know. The van's going to need a lot of work. That's for sure. But I like Mike Frederick, but we cannot crucify people for what they do down here when they don't even, when they're doing what they do. It's their right. It's their choice. Oh, I said by Google. I don't know how they're going to read. Google's a private corporation anyway, Cornell. This idea. Yeah, there you go, JK. That's fine. Time people out. Give them a little time to think about it. Hey, cute kitty. I don't think Google ever has allowed free speech. Look at how many people have been nailed for bullying on live streams and how many strikes were dished out in 2018 when people thought, hey, I got free speech. I can say whatever the hell I want. No, you can't. You can say it. It'll be live for a couple hours and then you get a long form strike and then that's it. That's right. Loyalty to your friends and family is a true virtue. But make sure your friends are truly your friends. Yeah, well, Alphabet's already an umbrella organization anyway. Yeah, because in no way, shape, or form does YouTube support this idea of unrestrained speech. That's right, JK. Most people can't even stay true to themselves. So when people get nasty and they send me nasty grams and why do you get this or what's special about you and why does this happen and I don't know what to tell these people. Then I look at their channels, they're not creating any content at all. They think that YouTube rewards people monetarily for being commentators on other people's stuff. It's fun on Hangouts. You know, there's nothing wrong with talking about the content that you see. But when people start to question why certain people reward, well, at the top of the list is creating and bringing content, I think is number one. Yeah, Kev said, I try to be nice to Norm F because he never did anything to me. The thing with him and Elvis is, I believe, as I've told Norm, it's fine, you know. Happy Meal, you're always welcome on I don't have any issue with you. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I agree, Mallery. I mean, you can put yourself on an adult rating and you can go to town. But be factual and choose your words carefully. Choose your words carefully about how you address people. And give people some slack and some credit that things that people may not like in real life are great for business on YouTube. Star Walker said YouTube should randomly pick out a side chatter and award them $1 million. That's great. No, these are my Daisy Dukes. Spring is coming. Spring is here, actually. Mallery defends Rosie when they dog Rosie. You go, you know, Mallery has come through like a champion in a lot of ways. And, you know, last month she knew what she was doing coming in with the splash. And now people have gotten to see the real Mallery. And they're engaging. And she's out there bringing content, doing the things that's good for business. Dory Lynn raises my hand. Honey, you're at the front. How you doing, Vans? You're at the front of the pack there, Dory Lynn. So I like, and if let me tell you what, you better believe. Nice to see you, Dory. You better believe. Hi, Mills. You better believe if Mallery Williams has a problem with me, by God, she's got a mouthpiece, and she puts it out there. But the one thing that I love above all else, and the one thing that other people have been discovering in here, most recently my wonderful long-standing friend Nicole, is that the most liberating thing on YouTube is to go where you want to go, do the things you want to do, have your fun the way you want to have it on YouTube, and don't allow yourself to be dictated by the success or failure of other people's relationships with other people on YouTube. How did you clear brush? I had an enormous look. I hired, when I first came here, the back 40 was so overgrown, Andrew Hondo. I hired a company to come in and just take the blackberry bushes out, to drop 5 trees and do the things that needed to be done. And I went away to North Carolina on vacation to Nags Head and Corolla Beach there. And when I came back, all that shit was cleared and I moved in. Yeah, happy Nicole gets to have a meet and greet. And that's what, yeah, that's right. Norm said, been through this with many people and institutions. You know, when you're an outlier, like in many ways, some people are in the community here, me and Elvis, and Norm is an outlier in his own, the way he operates too. Some people are still on a channel, exactly this girl's journey. It's all fun. How you doing, James? Nice to see you. So I appreciate Mallery as a friend. So friends do what they really can do to help other friends out. The gift of love. That's right, Norm. That's a rare commodity these days. You should see all the brush I had to clear. I'm sure, Hondo, you had your hands full. Do any of you suffer from sundowners? Well, the only malady I have is seasonal affective disorder, when it is just cloudy and rainy and there's no sun for weeks on end. I'm all about sunshine. Yeah, Mallery said, I'm thrilled for Nicole. Sometimes it feels like she's stuck over there watching us have all the fun. So she has some real fun. And I think that she finally discovered, and I've never seen Nicole happier than she's been since she came back from her self-imposed exile. You know, she really did have a chance to hear verbally, openly, in videos and everything, at least how much she meant to me. She'll make her own way on YouTube, but she's arguably a much freer and happier woman today. And this is not to diss on anybody else. This is just to say that she's fully actualized as a happy person now. How you doing, Pecan Baby? Yeah, well, we're heading into recession, Happy Meal. Europe's basically shutting down over there. Kim's like, that's why I moved to Florida. Yeah, she looked good. You can tell she's happy. You can tell that she feels good about life. And I like that. I want that for my friends. I want that for Mallery. I want Mallery to have incredible success. I'm a person that celebrates people's success here, not denigrate it. Yeah, Robert Blake was Mickey on the Little Rascals. Yes, he was. No worries, Papa Grizz. I welcome you. Hey, Mare Bear, how you doing, beautiful? I welcome you, Papa Grizz, because you and I have always had a good relationship, and I don't. There's no baggage that gets brought in here. Just like Mare Bear, and Dr. Fish just recently, I've been on their channel, and Dr. Fish, I used to call Dr. Fish Jack Nicholson on there for a time, and Mare Bear gone all the way back when Tribe was begging her to unblock MX Kid, a Tribe Called Cookies, and when the Eagles won the NFL championship, they bring, they're not everybody's cup of tea, but they Dr. Fish is out there. He's one of those people that, it's all the personality, Love you, Mare Bear. You guys give me some of my most fun content, especially when Elvis and I are over there slumming on not slumming, but I use that in a funny sense, slumming on the channel there. Oh, this girl's journey, you're sweet, honey. Yeah, it's got a few screws loose. Hey, Fish does his own thing, man, and I get a blast out of it. I mean, a lot of people don't like it, but they're shocked. But Elvis and I spend a lot of time exploring and hanging out in other streams and meeting other people. Beer bubbles. Thank you, Happy Meal. Just keep torturing me because this is day 17 without alcohol. That's it. Thank you, Dusty. So I tell people I enjoy Mare's stream, and I like when Fish is live. Yeah, I'm Daisy Duked today. You like what you like. I like colorful people. Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish and the Tootsie Roll Patrol. So, Fish and Mare, I do a late night, Friday night. I have open panel. You feel a lot better. I'll tell you, Norm, I feel fantastic. I feel fantastic. I feel like you got to be strong enough down here to guide yourself. It doesn't mean you got free reign to be a dick, but it does mean you don't have to carry the crosses of other people's failed relationships on your back. And other people have discovered that too, and periodically make statements to that effect. And it's a very nice thing. Yeah, Dr. Fish is certainly welcome on the Boyd. He's another businessman on the Boyd. Hey, Bell G. Yeah, well, I usually, that's like 10 p.m. my time, which is like 1 o'clock in Philly time. But I do my bikini baking first at 8 p.m. and then I go do an open panel and pretend I'm drinking, having a few O'Douls. When you have it made on Boyd, you get everyone's phone number. Is that a dig at me, Cornell? Because I have 600 people's addresses and phone numbers down here, none of which I've ever shared with anybody. Nice to see you, Bell G. So we have a lot. It's an open chat. Anybody come on and I know where the fish is. I got to go up there and rewire and put a ceiling in the aquarium over there in the crib. Fish gets it done, man. That's right, Rosie O'Kelly. The fish gets it done. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted up, Elvis. The fish gets it done. Oh, pecan. I'm an old broad. Yeah, come swim with you. Don't I look ready? Don't I look ready, Dr. Fish? Dr. Fish. Rosie, send me a couple pictures on there. Great weekend. Come and enjoy, everybody. That's right, Norm. The weekend is upon us. The weekend is upon us. I never get bubbles in beer, Happy Meal. I don't know what the hell. Are you sure you're not doing champagne? Hondo's like, should you be worried I got my info? Yeah, I'm going to roll up on you this summer, Hondo. Almost heaven. West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Hey, Hondo, I'm coming your way. I'm going to kick your ass, laughing all the way. Country roads, take me home. Yeah, chimping out. We have to show Dr. Fish what it means to really chimp out. Chimping out. That's it. Yeah, where's the Elvis van, man? That thing will probably be out here at the end of the year. Man, I called hell because I outlined a whole program of restoration for that thing. Yeah, John Denver died flying his homemade airplane. Man. Oh, Four Horsemen said, Rosie, 20,000 for your list of names and addresses cash. Thank you, Dr. Fish. You're sweet. All could use stand to lose a couple pounds, but thank you, sweetie. I know, Pecan Baby, you've been in and out. You've had a lot of stuff going on in your life. Yeah, Harrison Ford is probably next. Yeah, I mean, that's what Patsy Cline wasn't flying it, but, you know, how about John F. Kennedy Jr., right? Hell, I gotta open the door. Jen's got something. Oh, you banging on there? Huh? Thought you wanted me to model my Daisy Dukes, huh? There we go. Woo! That's what's cooking. That's what's cooking, Dr. Fish. What's cooking? Raining, raining, raining. Raining, raining, bills, bills, bills. All I get is bills. All I get is bills. Oh, man. It's all I get. It's all I get. Thanks, Mayor. What do we got here? Shit, more bills. Lord. Yeah, plain stupid. Isn't that it? Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Robert. We're going to get Robert up on the Rancho, I think, when Mr. Z comes up. Send you all this shit. Mean nothing. Yeah, go ahead, Princess Fairy. That'd be awesome. Cooper treats you good. He'll show you a good time up there. He's a nice guy. Ooh. Let's see. Hi, Joey. Ooh, excuse me. Hi, Joey D. Nice to see you. Oh, thank you, Susie. Thank you, honey. Making sure I don't pop out. If Tasha's not in court. Yep, today's Friday. You need a poll, and you know, Dr. Fish, somebody sent me a stripper pole, and I returned the thing, and I didn't want to mess up the ceiling in here, right? The hell? Hell, that's my bill. Yeah. Am I coming through South Georgia? I'm not really sure, Princess Fairy. But if I do come through, I'd love to meet you down there. Someone sent you a diaper and a Barbie doll. I'll know, man. I got to give Mayor a hell of a medal, man, for having you. What's for dinner? It's the fish, man. Oh, that's funny as hell. No love letter from Zia here. I don't know. I guess I'm already pre-booked for the. Yeah, it's like the hotels for Las Vegas. I had to pre-book them because I had to get a block of rooms blocked off on account of, it's going to be the adult video entertainment awards for 3 days down there. So we're going to be in the thick of that. So I had to get the rooms now. That city's already 88% sold out. 88% sold out. That's right. Fan mail from a flounder. Use that pole in front of the Rancho. There you go. Well, Robert will come up in. I get to know Robert a little bit better. Robert's a gentleman. You can tell immediately. He was a little overwhelmed. I don't want to say overwhelmed, but there was a lot going on when you have 200 people on a live stream on a phone, it can be a little disconcerting, 225 people communicating with you when you're out on the streets walking. And Robert's like, whoa, this is a immersive, interactive experience that I'm not quite used to. It's like, I'm hitting the road, Jack. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. We're going to be down there broadcasting, doing all that. I got all bills, man. I got all bills. So it'll be a lot of fun. Hey, Robert's a gentleman. Yeah, I mean, he's like, I'm like, y'all say Rosie's like an attention whore. It's like Robert's like the opposite. He's shy and retiring, but very much the gentleman. No, I don't want to do 360 vans. I think 360 is too gimmicky. I want to concentrate on improving that street view and getting that thing as clean as possible with as much bandwidth as possible. Show some love. Hit that button. All right, take care, Mayor. Much love to you, honey. I'll see you on your stream. Love your stream. Everybody make sure to check out Mayor Bear 627 and also Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish. I appreciate the thumbs up. You're hanging with the fish. You're hanging with the wild crew. Yeah, I just think the 360 where you can control that with your mouse and stuff. I'm not sure. Yeah, Robert, run the stream, man. So he's welcome to link up with me. I probably won't even get into Oakland to eat till 8, but if he wants to come out and stream snipe earlier, that's cool. But just to understand, I'm all about side streets and being down in the thick of it with people. Yeah, 360. I can't really get used to the gimmicky nature of 360 yet. Hey, G Mangoes. The king of Greece has arrived. The great G Mangoes. How you doing, sweetie? Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees, younger than the mountains. All right, Harvey, take care, my friend. I'll see you later. We're going to get something tonight. We're going to get, what are we doing tonight, Jen? Vegetarian? Something. No, I'm not going to go out today, Mike. It's because I'm baking tonight and then doing a late hangout. Missy Jenn and I are going to do Friday night foodies tonight. Although the rain's supposed to stop. Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is older, older than the trees. Younger than, oh, older than the seas. Is that it? Damn. Gary, because, you know, it is what it is, brother. If you're not getting a thumbs down, you ain't making waves on YouTube, right? How you doing, classy redhead? Older than the seas, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country road, take me home. Yeah, it'll be good, Mallery. You know, when I'm on the road, I ain't going to be doing any baking till fall anyway, so it's all cool. Keep up the good work. Thank you, sweetie. Is Jill okay? I don't know. Jill's I'm not on Jill's favorite list. She thinks I doxed her out. Country road, won't you take me home to the place I belong? West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country road. Do, 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 do. I hear a voice in the morning hour. Yeah, I think we'll talk love connection. I think we need an eligible bachelor, Mallery, or eligible bachelorette, and set them up. It's kind of a good idea Marshall had to open up have one person that's really willing to meet somebody. Be kind of cool. Take me home, Santa Rosa City Road. Dorlin, we have Mr. Z is coming to visit next month. He's going to be hanging out with us. Of course, we have Terror's Annual sometime when I'm back in June here. Going to get that organized. So that'll be fun. And I think we'll probably have Robert up here too, provided Robert doesn't throw me in the back of a white panel van and spirit me off to parts unknown. Yeah, Tara will be around tonight. I don't think so, Emil. Susie said, Rosie, what do you want for your birthday? Not a doggone thing, Susie. Not a dog. Yeah, that's live stream, Robert, yes. Well, Happy Meal, I'll know the difference. I'm not one to play games. If I'm giving up the drinking, I'm giving up the drinking. Yeah, it's the quiet ones you got to watch out for. Robert was cute, huh? Not a darn thing, honey. Lies, you want something for your birthday? Nah, Mike, I probably won't even be around on my birthday. Be on the road. 420 and dialysis machine. It's funny as hell. Hey, Barbie, how you doing? Yeah. Oh, okay, Barbie. Yeah, you gotta. Sometimes notifications. I tell people, unsubscribe, resubscribe, hit the bell. Make sure you check all notifications for all activities. So. Oh, you just had Sam 61. Cool. All right, nice to see you, Barbie. Enjoy watching you in Mallory's chat. Any thoughts on CX? Mike, let me tell you about CX Network. I think if I really pushed, if I really wanted to, I could get on CX. Not a big issue. But the problem is, you know, with all the stuff of, you know, there's so many players in there. There's Bone Clinks and all these people are all, there's not really much left of it left. I don't think you can put networks together with big personalities. You know what I'm saying? I just think clashes. Burger Planet went off to Thailand and he, you know, locked up CX News. That was the end of Burger. And Sam Pepper went his separate way. And it's just, it's not, it's, you know, if you're making your real content, yeah, you don't have 10, 12,000 people on the stream, but you will eventually if you keep at it. You don't need that. Yeah, I'm going to do them, Gary. I got more RV vids coming up. I'm going to show you how I outfit it. Remember, this is not new to me. I already used this last year in our travels, but I'm going to be living in it a lot more. And I'll show you some of the gear that I'm traveling with. Yeah, I like Mallery. So I'm looking forward to that. Like she said, she made a splash and her numbers are right up there. No, I don't want underage girls and alcohol. Not a good mix. Not a good mix. Underage anybody is not a good mix. You'll see when I go on streams and things, if there's kids I hear or turn, there's kids on playground. I don't want any part of that. I don't want to put any of that on video. Let kids be kids. Oh, thank you, Beryl. How sweet. Not in my world. I don't need that. All right, well, what time is it? It is 1:41. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. I want to thank you guys for Daisy Duking along with me this morning. I will see you this afternoon, or this evening, I should say. So thank you very much. Be baking a cinnamon walnuts coffee cake. So I'm looking forward to that. Anybody want to throw the last word in? Loved having you guys along. Woo! First day in a long time. The thumbs up. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, I would appreciate it if you did. Thank you, Polly. Thank you, Princess Fairy. G-Mangos, Hammerjacks. That's it. Good times, man. That's it. Susie, Gary, thank you. Take care, BTB. Make sure to check out Blacktop Boondocker Life Unscripted too. Take care, Happy. Everybody, have a good one. Night, Barbie. Take care.